On those hot and sweltering Central American days, have you ever been in the market and seen those buckets full of what they call Fresco and thought, oh, it looks so good, but I'm just not sure about the water, I'm just not sure about the ice, better no. But I bet you wanted to try them, right? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make them. They're so easy, and there's just a few keys that you need to know to come out with a great Fresco every time. So Fresco literally means refreshing, and that's what you want to do. They're made usually from fruit or sometimes different seeds and herbs, but they're put together with sugar and water and served cold, and they're super easy to make, and they're really cheap. For instance, I'm going to make a mandarin Fresco today. I bought this bag full of 3 dozen mandarins for 60 cents. But there's a couple things you need to know. For instance, when you're doing a Fresco, it has to be with an acidic fruit. So you can't just buy any old mandarin, any old pineapple, or any old orange. You have to get one that's specifically done for Fresco, meaning it's more acidy. Because the sweeter it is, it's really just better for juice, not mixed with sugar and water. And listen guys, you need to make friends with somebody in the market, because just looking at the fruits, you will never know which one is for Fresco and which one is just to eat. Like these mandarins, I would look at these really dark ones and I would think they're a lime, or, well, who knows what they are, but they're certainly not ready to eat. But they are. They're ready for Fresco. And this one, even though it looks like it's ready to eat, is not sweet. It's for Fresco. So you really need somebody pointing you in the right direction when you're in the market. But honestly, the combinations for Fresco are endless. You can do any citrus fruit. You can do melons, cantaloupes, watermelon, pineapple, chia, barley. The list is honestly endless. So like I said, today we're going to make a mandarin Fresco, and honestly the recipe depends on what container you're going to use to hold it, and also how sweet you like your drinks. For instance, because this is kind of a small container and these are really small mandarins, I'm going to use about a dozen of them. But a good thing to remember is you want basically the juice level of your container to come up about 1/4 of the way. And the more acidic your fruit, the less of it you're going to need. Oh, so this one, I'm not positive that this is a mandarin. It's got the right shape, but it's kind of funny inside. Or sometimes you'll get ones that seem really, really mushy and you're wondering, is that good or not? A really quick test is just kind of to lick it. See what it tastes like. Does it taste bad? If it's bad, do not use it in your Fresco. It will ruin the entire batch. Just throw it out. Or this one, it's actually super acidy, but that's what I need. I would have thrown it out if it was too sweet, but acidity is not my problem. Okay, so I personally like to do a simple syrup on my drinks, because then I can ensure all the sugar melts fast enough. And for this container, I like to use probably between 3/4 of a cup and a cup of sugar. So I'll use this amount of sugar, the same amount of water, and just boil it until I can tell all the sugar's dissolved, and then I can add it. So the other thing you want to know when you make Frescos is, obviously if it's oranges, limes, mandarins, something like that, you're just juicing them. But you're thinking, well, how am I going to get all the juice out of a watermelon or out of a pineapple? It's actually super easy. What you do is, in that case, you're just going to involve a blender too. You're going to cut up your fruit, put a little bit of water in it, blend it, and then you pass it through a colander like this. And you just keep stirring it and stirring it and stirring it until all the juice comes to the bottom, and the pulp you just discard. And that's how you get all the juice out of it. It's really good. Okay guys, so this is what we want. We have about 1/4 of the container full of juice, and that is plenty, because like I said, the acidiness of it means that the taste is still going to come through, even though the majority of it is water. So don't worry about it. It's enough. Sugar. All right, and the rest of this is just water. We're not treating this or cooking this in any form, so if you're still on purified water, that's definitely what you want to use. But yeah, we're just going to fill it back up to the rim with water. So from when my friend taught me how to make Fresco, she told me that at the end you add just a pinch of salt, and I mean just a pinch. The first time I made it, I added a little more than a pinch, and it was like salty fruit drink, and it was disgusting. But you know, like when you bake, you add salt because it brings out all the flavors. That's exactly what you're doing in your Fresco. So just a pinch, and then you're done. And the other thing that you guys need to know about Fresco is it's kind of like making iced tea. If you were to taste it now, it'd be super gross. But if you wait until it's cold and then try it, then you'll know what's off. Then you'll know if you need to add more acid, if it needs more sugar, you'll know what to add from there. So here's our mandarin Fresco, guys. Enjoy, and thanks for tuning in to Familiar Foreign.